Meet Todd Sturgis, a seasoned truck driver, but you might also know him from A&E's Shipping Wars aired in the U.S. from 2015 to 2021 and features various independent trucking companies that ship unusual items that traditional carriers either cannot or will not haul. We got to catch up with Todd and get some inside looks on how he got his start on the show.
We got started because we did like social media stuff already, and so we're kind of familiar with that. I did some video production, not professionally. So as stuff like Shipping Wars came out, we were kind of prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody sent an application to my wife and said, "This looks perfect for you." She filled it out and sent it to the production company, and through a course of events, a couple auditions, stuff like that, they hired us on, and that's how we got on Shipping Wars.
If you've ever watched Shipping Wars, you know that there are a lot of shenanigans that made it a great reality TV show. We asked Todd what his personal favorite moment was from the show.
I was into football, wrestling, the traditional sports, but we delivered the cup for a lacrosse championship.
Oh, wow.
And I just did not know lacrosse, and I got there, and I actually got sucked into it. I loved it. I became a fan of lacrosse after I experienced that championship game. So that was probably the highlight of my time on Shipping Wars.
Right.
After completing 2 seasons on Shipping Wars, we got to ask Todd about what he's been up to since then and what he has in the works.
I've been trucking. I've been kind of out on my own. My wife was taking care of some family members. And then I decided, because I had some video production and experience on a show, that I would kind of try to create my own. A lot of people don't understand that trucking is a way out of poverty in a way. So the concept of the show is to move from an expensive state to a place like Texas or Oklahoma, get your CDL license. So the show would document a transformation from somebody who has no chance of ever owning a home or having a career that would enable them to own the home. So we would show both the trucking and then what trucking can do for these people as they become a homeowner.
One of Todd's biggest influences in the film world is Taylor Sheridan, maker of huge productions like Yellowstone and Sons of Anarchy. Todd says that what makes Sheridan such a great filmmaker is that he knows what he's talking about. In other words, he's saying that Sheridan has actually lived in the situations that he makes films about, which is how Todd wants to approach his own production.
I think my favorite scene of Yellowstone is they have a on-ranch rodeo, just the ranch hands.
Mm-hmm.
And after it's done, somebody asks the Jimmy character, they say, "What do you want to do with your life?" And he says, "I want to put a bunch of days like today together."
Yeah.
And that's what you can do in trucking. Put a bunch of days together that were magical. They're regular days,
Right.
but the sun is setting. You're seeing beautiful scenery. When you go to a dock, you get to see an engine built. You can go see stuff like that.
Right.
So I just want to show people that you can take regular days from trucking if you have the right attitude and make them amazing days and put together a bunch of those to have an amazing life.